I know you don't know this. This is shocking. Bitcoin is going a lot higher. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm going to apply 5 by 5 because Bitcoin is going a lot higher. And you're like, yeah, good. I like how you think. There might be a few people who don't realize that. It doesn't matter, right? They'll get Bitcoin at the price that they deserve, which is a lot higher. And once you realize that, once you comprehend that concept, right, one way or another, you're going to understand that concept. Oh, you mean it's limited in supply? I could transfer it anywhere, even to Mars, and no one can confiscate it? No one can steal it? No government can actually tell me what I can do with it? Oh, I should get that. and whenever that moment comes to you, right, and you understand that concept, right, that's when you'll be like, shoot, I should have bought this thing sooner. Damn. Right? And should you decide to buy it sooner, you might want to learn how to hold it, how to save it, how to, manage it so you don't get it stolen by heading over to b4b.davincij15.com, where I have a great offer for you guys on how to educate yourself on Bitcoin, right? We do have free classes, of course. The free classes are available, but I'm giving you a gift. If you buy this package here, the 3-month package, I'll give you a gift of $600 in Bitcoin after you complete the 3 months. And we make sure that you learn everything you need to learn in order to basically navigate the crypto universe, Bitcoin universe, and manage your keys, manage to buy and sell Bitcoin with ease. It's really not that complicated, but it's very scary, and we'll help you through that. Okay, with that said, let's go on to the news. Right? South African ETF issuer cautions investors over its own Bitcoin fund. Yes, a 20 billion South African asset manager has been warning their investors from investing too much into Bitcoin exchange-traded fund due to its price volatility. I guess this guy doesn't know, right? That although it does go up and down, the general direction is up. Yes, it's going to go up and down, but eventually it's only going to go up. Speaking about only going up, gold rose another $40 this morning, hitting a new record high above $3,785. I think it got close to it. It's $3,800 actually. Silver jumped to 25 cents to 44.25. Yet, in an hour on CNBC, gold hasn't been mentioned once. It's the biggest financial story in 2025, yet leading financial network's top story is Jimmy Kimmel. Well, Peter, you understand. Okay, Peter, why don't you come here? Come here. You understand, if gold goes up and they talk about it, people will say, okay, what does that mean? And they'll have to say, well, it's an indicator that there's something wrong with the dollar. And if they say that on television, then a lot of people might choose to exit the dollar. That would be bad. It's not a very crazy concept. Now, I'm going to tell you something very, very interesting. When the news starts talking about how that's what gold is, right? The price of gold is going up because people are exiting the dollar. That's probably, most likely, the time to sell. Why? Because they're not going to tell you what to do when you have time to do it. They're going to tell the individuals what to do, or what not to do, actually, when it's too late. Right? So they'll go buy gold when it's too late. They've always done that. They've always said, don't buy this stock Then it goes up, and then they tell you to buy it when it's too late. It's a common theme. And they'll do that for Bitcoin as well. Just understand that basic concept, and you'll understand why CNBC is not saying anything. Because gold's got more to go. All right, with that said, moving on. The SEC to create new rules to allow Bitcoin and crypto companies to launch products without complying with previous rules. I wonder what that all means. It just means that crypto is, I guess, the in thing, the in child, right? And I'm telling you, right? I mean, you're in the right space. I think, remember how everybody says, when Altseason? I just realized something, right? That Altseason is coming again, right? Because if they launch a bunch of ETFs with other alts, because they've already started to doing that, BlackRock with, a basket of alts, right? Basket of cryptocurrencies, right? Including like the crappy XRP. If that starts coming, right, that will present an what's it called? An Altseason boom from, your retirement money, from money on the sidelines, right? You can see this Altseason, this might be a glitch, or maybe from BlackRock, selling a bunch of their ETFs, right? Pumping things. Interesting that all this money will be coming into eventually to all these cryptocurrencies. So, as we were saying, right, if we take a look at the top cryptocurrencies, right, we'll probably have to wait until, let's see here, coin market cap. If you look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies, you can pretty much predict that all these will continue a lot higher. Solana and all that. If they, Dogecoin, Tron, all these top 20 cryptocurrencies, or 30, right, could be in some sort of ETF for people to buy. And when that happens, right, you're going to see all these things pump, and then we see a massive Altseason, another Altseason similar to the ones we saw before. And as people take profits from those bigger alts, they will trickle into the smaller ones. So that is where we could see a massive Altseason, thanks to, Trump, right? That's coming. Okay. Let's listen to some critical news, some interesting news here.
You see the price of Bitcoin heading?
Higher.
How much higher?
A lot higher.
No. Really? Couldn't see that coming.
My general framework from the highest level is human beings collectively, we own about $900 trillion worth of stuff. That's equities, the things behind us, real estate, precious metals, fine art, all of the things that we own. Half of that we're using as a savings account. We're owning the portfolio of companies or the art or the house to actually try and persist wealth into the future. I think Bitcoin's going after that market. It's going after a market of $400 to $500 trillion worth, and right now it's $2.5 trillion. So I think in purchasing power terms, Bitcoin can go up 100 to 200 times more from here.
All right, so we know Bitcoin on
100 to 200 more times. Now, you might say that's crazy, but I want you to think about something here for a second. Remember that chart that I showed you guys? Let's see here if I can bring it back. Right? This chart. The only reason these people are holding those dollars is because they're getting those dollars at the rate of expansion of the currency. You're not going to be losing any of your wealth, right, to the expansion of currency if they're giving it to you. Make sense? Yeah, that makes sense to you, right? You don't have to take any risk anywhere else, right? The second that stops, you immediately decide to come into Bitcoin, right? Whether you do that with your stocks to ensure that you're keeping up with the currency expansion, or you do that with your what's it called? I don't know. Your bonds, whatever you use it with, whatever, houses, for example. Yes, real estate is an example of that most people do. Real estate. If you do that with real estate and that stops, well, all of a sudden you'd be like this. Wife and kids, you get nothing. I'm buying the dip. Oh boy, wow. Yeah, that's coming. It's going to be an interesting time, right? And I hope you're ready. I hope you got some Bitcoin. Right? Make sure you check out x.dj15.com in order to get some Bitcoin. This is a nice website that I'm building out. I'm slowly building this out. There's going to be lots of exchanges here. And you just choose your country. It will automatically choose your country if you're in the wrong country at the same time, right? You can always choose whatever country you want, and you can type it in. And of course, if you're in Iran, you've got a little bit of a problem, right? These exchanges are not here. I think I have to change that. They're not there as well. So you got nothing. Anyways. So yeah, everything is restricted. You're going to have to use, a VPN. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do some TA for today. Look at that. Bitcoin crossed. You know what? I want to see gold. Do we have gold here? XRP. Ooh. Gold. Let's take a look at a gold chart. Damn, G. That says nothing sells. There's something wrong with the dollar. Then these moves here, man. Jesus. We already peaked out above the 3,800. Yeah, and we're headed north, man. Jesus, we barely stopped off at the 30, at this level here with the 3,400. Jesus, this weekly movement is like unreal, unprecedented for gold. We W'd out on the weekly on the right here on the RSI and in the volume OBV volume here, right? Just incredible. By the way, that's a devil trade right there. It's just like wow. Whew. I wonder when they start advertising on television. You should be buying gold. Oof, man, it's not like it's not going to go higher. It will. You just won't. It won't. It won't be high for very long, or they'll plan to confiscate it or do something stupid in order to get your gold from you. It's a hard world out there, man. Hard world. Just understand that. Looks exactly as predicted. We bounced off the 78.6, 61.8. We could go all the way to 78.6 level, 78.6 level. But this is a nice level to, accumulate Bitcoin and start, because it could start its rise here. And you know what? You can see it could start its Wing in here, right? We got boom, 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 and that's it. Off we go. It's see when I see you. Looking at Ethereum, that does not look good. Looks like we're going to consolidate and then dip down to probably 3,900 before we continue higher. So that means Bitcoin might dip as well. There's a key level that Solana has bounced off of, and a possible 187 is the target if we break this current level of just like 107 or 207, which I told you guys just a few days ago we would reach, and we are here. Yeah, exactly. This was our entry point, and so it is what it is, right? And so we have to readjust and replan for the next trade. Right now, there's no trade here. There's just we have to wait until the price action gives us indication on which way it wants to go. So we'll just sit on our hands for now. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.